Oddity fine! I got some economy cocks, a gin and tonic on the rocks, where angels fear to tread. I say, choose your booze, let's hit the red eye! Think of young Diana Durbin and how she sung on rum and bourbon, or enhance your luncheon hour with a planter's punch and a whiskey sour. If you feel like a wreck, try a horse's neck or a sherry with a cherry in the new finer size. If you don't name your poison, I'll have to get the boys in. The spirit of adventure opens one's eyes.
Mental Gen, are we prepared?
We definitely are this week. Before we begin, though, I would just like to give a quick shout out to all the people who liked, favorited, and are currently following Wake Up, See This, What Do. Seriously, when I started that, I never expected it to get such a huge response. Thank you, guys. Like, seriously, I think I have, like, over 70 people following that story now. Well, I don't know the exact number, but either way, thank you, guys.
Anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, this week we're going to be going back and reading some authors we've read already. And to celebrate this occasion of, well, writing a popular story and doing this, we're going to go back to our roots. The story we are reading for tonight is
Snowflame Steals Bon Slippers by
Ken S.E.S. 64.
We learned this time.
Yeah, I said it right. Also, while on the subject of him, check out his new story, New Cloudsdale. It's coming out pretty soon. I helped edit it. So yeah.
All right.
Without further ado, let's do this.
Anyway, without further ado, Snowflame Steals Bon Slippers. Bon was sitting at the front counter of a candy shop. She was bored out of her mind with the lack of customers today. Then she heard the front bell ring and jumped up and quickly said,
"Well, welcome to the suite."
She then noticed there was a certain mint-colored unicorn mare.
"Oh, it's just you, Lyra. What's up?" "She did it! She finally did it!"
Lyra shouted.
"Who did what?" "Twilight, let me borrow this."
Lyra levitated a spell book out of her saddlebags.
"So? This is the book with the spell I've been looking for my whole life." "Don't tell me it's to open a portal to the human world." "Yes!" "Lyra, we talked about this countless amount of times. Humans don't exist. They never have and never will. Even though some ponies in town claim to have seen one at one of Pinkie Pie's parties doesn't mean anything." "Yes, it does! I was even there too!" "Sure you were."
Bon patted Lyra on the head, only for it to be shoved off.
"They are real, and I'll prove it to you!"
Lyra started to get some tears in her eyes.
"Then you'll believe me!"
She ran out the door.
Eventually,
back at her and Bon's house, Lyra flipped through the book till she found what she was looking for. Luckily for her, Twilight decided to add a title to the nameless spell.
"Okay, here goes nothing,"
she said to herself.
2 hours later.
This is like the 100th time that's failed!
She shouted in frustration. She knew that she was no Twilight Sparkle, but she didn't know it would be this hard.
"Please work this time,"
she whispered.
I don't want to make a fool of myself again."
Well, you've already done that by obsessing over humans.
Too late.
I want Bon to finally take me seriously."
A golden aura leaped off her horn and onto the wall, and a blue and white swirled portal opened.
"Yes!"
Lyra cheered at her accomplishment and started to do a little victory dance. Then, out of the portal, came a 6-foot-tall, bipedal creature who was wearing a tight red and white suit, had long white hair and some face paint around its eyes. Lyra's jaw dropped.
"Snowflame?"
Yes, it is indeed I, Snowflame!
the human exclaimed as small white flames appeared on his arms.
It is good to see you again, Lyra Heartstrings.
Wow! I know I was trying to bring a human to Equestria, but I didn't expect it to be the same one I met before. I mean, what are the odds?
Snowflame would assume very low.
Oh, this is even better! I am so gonna rub this in Bonbon's face!
Snowflame tapped his chin.
That name sounds familiar to Snowflame! Oh, Snowflame knows now. She's the pony you're always shipped with.
What do you mean by shipped?
The fans tend to make you two a couple in fanfiction and fan art.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow. Lyra's face turned all red.
Why would they do that? There's nothing between us. Besides, she's not like that. Wait, besides, she's not like that.
She said that last part in a really sad tone.
No, not that I like that either. I assure you, I like stallions. I like to have a big pony schlong inside me.
Daedaltheus is cracking up right now.
Okay, we know it again. Snowflame! Said nothing, but crossed his arms and raised an eyebrow. After a few seconds, he asked,
Are you sure?
Of course!
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay.
Truth in 3, 2, 1.
Fine! If you want the truth, then fine! I'm a lesbian and I have the hots for my best friend / roommate! Actually, it's more than that! I'm in love with her! I'm just so happy whenever we hang out together! She's beautiful, kind, funny, and she has the cutest laugh! Do you know how hard it is to hide feelings like this since fullhood? There! Are you happy now?
Snowflame feels the same as he did before, but do you feel better?
Lyra slowly smiled and said,
Yeah, I do actually.
Meanwhile, later. Bonbon returned home after closing shop for the day. She was glad that she actually got a decent amount of customers afterwards.
Well, when Lyra's not around, people tend to come in.
Yeah.
Oh well.
She opened her front door, and the first thing she saw was Lyra sitting, in the strange way she normally does, on the couch, with this strange-looking creature.
That, I might also add, is sitting the exact same way.
She said...
No.
Said creature smiled and said,
Ah! You must be Bonbon! I am Snowflame!
He's a human!
Lyra added,
Thud.
Ah, crap! She fainted! Snowflame, help me put her into bed!
Hers or yours?
Shut up!
And eventually...
A little while later, Bonbon's eyes slowly opened to see Lyra looking back down at her.
Hey, are you okay?
She asked her.
What happened?
Bonbon asked.
You kind of fainted after meeting my friend.
Bonbon's eyes widened.
That wasn't a dream?
Nope!
Snowflame said, crawling out from under her bed. He had 4 slippers in his arms.
What are you doing with my slippers?
Snowflame is stealing your shoes!
He then jumped out an open window.
What? Hey, come back here! Give me back my slippers!
Bonbon shouted before she ran out of her house and after the cocaine-powered human. A little while later...
Okay. Give me back my slippers!
Bonbon shouted, still chasing Snowflame.
No! They are Snowflame's fuzzy slippers now!
He responded. This went on until they reached the edge of the Everfree Forest. Bonbon heard Lyra call her name, and she turned around for a quick second. When she turned back, Snowflame was gone, but her slippers were on the ground.
It's like,
There, you got your slippers back. Happy?
Her roommate asked.
no, because I probably made a fool out of myself out of the whole town chasing him. Why did you even bring him here?
Because you didn't believe me when I said I'd met a human before. You said that they were just legend. You treated me like I'm a filly when I'm a full-grown flank mare.
What do you care about what I think?
Lyra grew a blush on her face, unsure what to do. But she saw Snowflame poke his head from a bush and mouth the words,
Tell her or Snowflame will have an army of squirrels attack your home. Okay.
I believe that too.
Because I love you!
Lyra then wrapped her arms around Bonbon and planted a nice, sweet, passionate kiss. She knew there was a 50-50 shot here. Best case scenario, she'd return the kiss. Worst case scenario, she would never want to see her again. Lucky for Lyra, she chose the first. Their lips parted. They both breathed softly. Bonbon smiled and said,
I love you too.
After some furious lovemaking, some time later the new lovers were cuddled together in bed.
Wow, that was amazing!
Bonbon said.
Yeah, and to think we waited so long to tell each other.
Lyra responded,
And to think I was only confident enough to tell you because of Snowflame. Where do you think he went? I'm sure he'll turn up soon.
A little while later. At Golden Oaks Library, a purple unicorn was rereading the Daring Do series when a shadow loomed over her. She looked up to see a white-haired human looking back at her.
Snowflame is watching you read!
The end. Well,
Well,
that was a magical little story.
yeah, and it just goes to show just how incredibly awesome Snowflame actually is.
Yes, he is.
And I need to get a Kleenex to wipe down the screen. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, that about concludes this reading. Good night, and look out for Ken SES 64's new story, New Clodsdale, coming out soon.
Yes.
And to Ken SEX 64, you are awesome. Alright.
Well, we're not going to rate this one.
Actually, I am 9.5 out of 10.
Give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. At least it gave me a chance to try out my multiple Bonbon voice. Oh well.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night and good luck, everyone.